was stressed out. My youth is yours. I still got a lot of shit to learn. She's kinda hot though. We lost ourselves in the bright light. This is gospel. Time sitting under our petticoat. I need you the most.
Hi, I'm Bailey. I'm Bella. And we are coming at you again with another collab video.
Because I'm literally always at her house.
She's been here for 3 days now. Today, we are going to tell you about our time at the mall with
Mark. We're going to call him Mark.
We're going to call him Mark. That's not his name.
It's only for personal reasons because I don't want to give out his identity. And that would be awful.
Horrible.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about Mark. Mark and I that's the dude that I had a crush on for 8 months. And, like, we've talked on and off again, but we never actually met in person. Because we do live 20 minutes away. But, like, I knew he was real just from all the things. Like, there are too many people that know him and comment on his pages and stuff. So I was like, okay, he has to be completely legit. And so, like, we've like talked on and off for the good 8 months. And so, Bailey was like, hey, want to go to my horsey place? And that's kind of in the area he lives. And it's like 15 minutes away from the mall. And I was like, dude, we should just go to the mall. That'd be like really cool. And so we got her mom and my mom's permission. And then I was like, okay, I think I should get Mark to come. Mark really needs to come. And so we got Mark to come. And he got like a ride. And it was all cool.
We get to the mall. And we walk in, and me and Bella, we split up, and we start walking around the mall. We go shopping. We're just walking around exploring, and these guys, they're near us, and they see us, and then they yell, like, directly at us. There was this one dude, and I swear, yo! So we were kind of freaked out. So we kept walking around. We keep walking around. And I kid you not, we are in the line for Chick-fil-A. And Mark walks up with these people next to him. And we're like, yo, is that him?
Is that Mark? Because keep in mind, I had never met him in person. And like he told me he was kind of tall but kind of short. So I was expecting like 5'9" to 5'11". Because like kind of tall, that's kind of what I was thinking for a guy. And so he's like an inch taller than Bailey.
And I'm 5'6".
And so I was kind of just standing there and I was like, is that him? And I was really confused because I was like, I don't have anything against short guys. Like, he was still taller than me. It was just, I was like, is that him? Because I was expecting taller. And so he finally comes up and he's like, and he smiles and he waves and I was like, that's him. And so I got my sweet tea.
So this is a Chick-fil-A at a mall, you know? So it's like gonna be busy. And we're in there, like, we're not inside of it, we're outside of it, and we don't have straws, and we're so confused. So Bella walks up to the manager, and she goes, hey, they didn't give us straws, where did we get them? He points to the back, and he's like, the straws are back there, you have to get them on your own.
And we were kind of like, no one's gonna see that. No one at all. But anyways, whenever he saw me, like, and I kind of, my hands were full, so I was like, I want to hug him, but should I? And so he comes up to me. I only put one arm around him, and I hold the sweet tea, my bag, everything that I had in this one arm. And he, like, puts both arms around me, and he's, like, hugging me, and I was like, I want to put both my arms, but I will spill sweet tea all over you.
And she is the slowest sweet tea drinker in the world. We both got a large Chick-fil-A sweet tea. Those things are about this big at the bottom, and then they get about this big. And then they're like, yeah, you know how a cup is. And they're filled most of the way up. So we're sitting there, and we walk around, like a lap around the entire mall, just walking with this dude. And I'm sitting there, I'm shaking my sweet tea, I'm eating the ice. I'm allergic to ice. I'm eating the ice. And
literally, I have like 3 full sips out of the sweet tea.
It still looks like she hasn't drank any out of it. So we sit down in front of a store. I think it's Belk. We sit down in front of Belk, and we're just sitting there on the couches, and she spills her sweet sweet tea, like onto the ground. And I'm like, okay, well, I pick it up, like, after she spilled it.
In front of a mall cop, too.
Yeah, in front of the mall cop. The mall cop didn't do nothing. After she spilled it, it still looked like she hadn't drank anything out of it. That's how full her cup was to begin with. And then we just walk by a trash can and she throws away the entire large Chick-fil-A sweet tea.
But before all this happened, like, I wanted to get a picture with both of them in the photo booth, like, you know those things that you always have in the mall? And Mark was like, oh, no, I'm not getting in that. I'm not getting in that photo booth. So I was like, fine, I'll just get one with Bailey. And this thing, it's really old, just looking at it. And so we get in, and the buttons, they would not press, like, really good. So I was like, okay. And I'd hit really hard and it'd go down. And I was so done with doing that. So I literally just throw my hand on the freaking... Oh, sorry. It was, like, really loud, too. And Mark was like, is everything okay in there? And then it wouldn't work. The buttons to choose would not work, but, like, the OK button was still working. So we ended up with Blue Cheetah as the theme of it. And these pictures were so delayed. Like, you know how they're like 3, 2, 1, and then they'll make the sound? Well, a second after they made the sound, that's when they actually took the picture. And so, we had all these cute little pictures on there, and then they printed out, and they're all, like, you can tell that we're delayed.
I don't have it.
But they were so delayed looking, and so we basically wasted $3 for delayed looking pictures.
That's cool.
But other than that, like all the bad things that happened, one thing I love about Mark is he never runs out of things to talk about.
Oh my gosh.
And he just doesn't stop talking. Like he was talking and he was like, oh.
So, we're asking him about like what he knows and stuff, and we're talking about birthdays, and he's like, oh, I know this person's birthday, this person's birthday is this person's birthday is this person's birthday is this. He's going like 90 miles an hour. I swear, I cannot see his mouth moving. It just is. And Bella tries to interrupt him, and she goes, when's my birthday? And he goes, July 13th, I don't know. And she goes, that's not my birthday. And he goes, I know, that was the person I was talking about's birthday, but I don't know your birthday.
I said that, and I was like, well.
We can't understand what you're saying when you talk at like 900,000 miles per hour.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that was really cool. But like whenever we were about to leave, or we weren't about to leave, we were gonna eat because it was like lunchtime, and so Bailey's mom was like, hey, go to the Mexican restaurant like at the end of the mall. And so we went, and he walked with us, and there was this like car thing, like they had the car and they're like, hey, you can win this, here's this. And so Bailey's little brother, the one that had a crush on me but now hates me. Okay. Well, like he sits there at the freaking like sign in and he's like, I'm gonna make one. And it starts raining down Bob, Smith, like all these generic names and all these generic phone numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Like, they're just so generic. And he literally stands there for a good 10 minutes. And so, during this time, Bailey and her mom went in. And it was just me, Mark, and Connor. And so, I gave Mark a hug. And I was like, well, I guess I'm going to go in. And so, I go into the restaurant. And then we're like, where's Connor? And so, I went back out there again. And Connor is still filling out this paper sheet. And so I was like, come on, Connor, your mom's gonna beat your butt. And so we walked in there and we just ate Mexican.
Forgot about the last hug.
And I gave Mark another hug. And he was a good hugger. I just realized we used Riley's boyfriend's name.
I know, I was thinking about that at the beginning.
I just noticed. I hate myself. It wasn't your boyfriend, Riley.
I swear, we're talking about somebody else.
The one that you made me follow because he was freaking awesome. Remember him? Yeah, he's a good hugger. I like like his hugs. But I like Bailey's hugs more. She licked me! I hate myself.
Okay, so that's most of our mall story.
I thought it was more interesting than it actually was.
I know.
We were so ready for this video.
We could make a movie theater story again.
Ooh, let's just tell a story about that thing. Not today, Satan! I hope you burn!
It's lit. Okay, guys, so we're gonna get off and we're gonna edit this video. And because we thought it was more interesting than it actually was, we're gonna put in some really cool stuff and we're gonna make it look nice. So, we'll see you guys later. Probably we might make another one. Probably not.
Probably, definitely.
Not. So, we'll see you guys later. So, ready? 1, 2, 3. Bye!